Good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. It's a little bit dull here in rainy old Preston, but we are here with a bit of crafty sunshine for you guys. It will cheer you up absolutely no end to know that we have got up to 65% off savings in our fabulous Super Savers promotion. You can shop all of those on the website if you want to get ahead of us. That's hunkydorycrafts.co.uk. We have slashed the prices across 27 different lines. And it is going to just ease you into the rest of the year's crafting, including all your Christmas crafting. But before we go any further, let's introduce the team today. So my name is Rebecca Monks and I'm going to be hosting this show. If you saw us yesterday, you will know that we've got the same dream team. We've got Emily in the producer station. Good morning. And in the demonstration station ready to craft for us today, it's the one and only Natalie.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you today?
I'm good, thank you.
Yeah?
I'm very excited about all these deals.
Yeah, there's some real core essentials, isn't
really
there?
Good deals.
Fabulous deals, absolutely fabulous deals. That is what we like. But before we go any further into our show, let's have a look at this week's Win It Weekly. Okay, we have this fabulous prize for you today. This week, all week long with our Win It Weekly competition. It is our Moonstone Dies Bees and Birds Ultimate Collection. So you're going to get these fabulous sets of dies, including your shadow box frame, which you can use time and time again in your stash. And then you get the most fabulous scene dies to put in here, layer them up and create the most incredible dimension and be making homemade gifts for your friends and family. We've got the feathered nest one there with all of those beautiful dies, 10 dies in total in this one and 8 in this one in the blossoming bees with that gorgeous honeycomb texture there and the floral design there. So you could win all 3 of those dies. So we're $59.97. What a whopping prize. And the question we would like you to answer, as well as liking and sharing our video, is the following. Which of these items currently holds the biggest Guinness World Record for its size? Is it A, a carrot, B, a mince pie, and C, a Santa hat? Any further thoughts, Nat?
No.
Still tricky, isn't it?
Yeah, it started off with a lot of different comments yesterday and then it kind of moved on to like the same kind of answers, but I don't know. I think whichever one it is, it's going to be very impressive.
I think so. The only thing that I think is maybe either mince pie or Santa hat, because they are made like with human hands. Like a carrot just grows and that's the size it is. Yeah. Whereas like a mince pie, you bake or you knit a Santa hat.
Yeah, you could make it as big as you kind of wish
can manage. So
yeah.
I don't know. Who knows? They're still quite split on the answers.
They are very split.
So we will find out on Friday. But let's have a little look at this week's Super Savers. Okay, we're going to dive straight into our Super Savers with an absolute cracker for you guys. Okay, we're going straight in with our Prism brush markers. This is the complete collection with 72 Prism brush pens, just like this, in 6 different packs. And not only that, this amazing $9.99 value crafty handbook with all of your projects in here. 65 pages in total of information, techniques, tips, how to really get the very best out of your markers, how to be making backgrounds, how to be using masking techniques here, how to do sort of tangling and doodling here. We've got brush lettering that is perfect to use with these pens. Absolutely gorgeous techniques and projects in here. So you're going to get so much out of these. It's a really educational tool for life. Keep this on your bookshelf and you'll get loads of use out of it.
It's massive saving though as well. It's 50% off.
It is.
50, which is mad.
It is. And it is.
These have been out of stock for a while as well. So if you've been like waiting and wondering, then this is the best time to get them when they are 50% off, and you're getting all 6 colour packs here. So you're going to get all the normal ones plus your Antique Dreams and that gorgeous pastels as well.
Yes, these are all like sort of they're not limited edition, but they are like those absolutely gorgeous sort of really fun special markers, aren't they? Like you say, you get the Antique Dreams there with the most delicious colours. You get sangria, cherry, brunette, ochre, moss, army green, pine seaweed, Sacramento, Atlantic heather and pewter. Just look at that, absolutely stunning. These are gorgeous. And then there's the other one, that rainbow pastels that Natalie said, again another really special kind of one for you guys as well, because these ones are really handy to have because they're a mixed pack as well.
Yeah, you've got lots of different shades in those.
Absolutely. The others tend to follow the more sort of traditional colour palette style, like here we've got the Forest Walk with those browns and greens. Absolutely gorgeous range. You've got pastels, darks, neutrals, every shade you could imagine. They are water-based ink there, so they are so good. Really, really handy. A perfect beginners sort of crafting medium to get into mixed media and colouring. Really, really nice. You get two different ends, as you can see, a dual tip. I'll show you in just a moment. You can either store them in here, you can pop them in your pen pots or your craft storage. You've got the Blue Lagoon there. This one is so handy because it has the grey and black.
Yes.
Super handy, as well as like your navies, your sea greens, all that kind of thing as well, your teal, your spearmint. And then finally we've got our Berry Burst. This one is so handy because it has got that cranberry Christmas red in there as well, as all your sort of frosty lilacs and purples you're getting in there as well. You get the blueberry, the plum, the Oxford blue in there as well. Each pack contains 12 markers, so you're going to get 72 in total.
And every single colour is different.
Every single colour is different.
That's one thing to really make note of. So all of those different tones you're going to get of those colours means that you're going to have so much variety when it comes to colouring in with these.
Oh, definitely. And Emily has kindly worked out that if you do buy these during our Super Savers promotion, they're going to work out at 69 pence per pen.
Yeah.
I mean, that is just incredible. For an absolute craft quality marker here, that's not only that, it's dual ended as well. So you get the thicker side as well for all of your sort of brush lettering and your shading, your block colouring that you might want to do, covering those big areas. And then you get this gorgeous tiny little fine nib here, which is just going to be beautiful for those scripty fonts, anything like that you want to do. Maybe you want to do some tangling and some doodling, you want to do those teeny tiny little dots and zigzags and squiggles. This end is absolutely perfect for that. But so basically it's like a 2-in-1, isn't it?
It is. It's the same colour as well. So
yeah, the
you've
same.
got sort of like really thin areas, and maybe whatever you're colouring in, you'll be able to get into those smaller grooves as well. So super detailed steps, they work perfectly.
Absolutely. If you're worried about going out the lines, maybe you're not that confident, you can just switch to this little fine end and it's absolutely perfect. But like you say, you get the handbook to just hold your hand throughout the way, full of amazing, exciting projects. You can also shop these brush markers for you, any two for £16, working out at £8 a pack, and you're going to get 12 in total. So that is an awesome deal. They are usually 2 for £24. You know, absolutely no questions asked, they'd be worth that. But 2 for £16, we've improved our multi-buy. On an absolute craft essential here that we've got for you guys. The next up is our card blanks and envelopes. They're Dove White Ink Me as well, so you can be adding your stamps to this, adding your brush markers onto this, whatever you want to do with these. They are absolutely gorgeous. You can obviously pop your ink pads onto these for your backgrounds, anything like that. You get 10 in a pack, and we've got loads of different sizes. They're all saved 30%. So we've got a few of our favourite sizes here. We've got the A6, we've got the 6x6. They all do contain envelopes as well, so you don't need to have to worry about buying those as extras. They do come with that. The other thing that I love about our card blanks, and this was so handy when I was first getting into crafting, is the card blanks themselves are true to size.
Yeah.
So you can do your mats and layers with ease, knowing that they are going to fit on your card blank.
Absolutely.
They're nice and round. I can't tell you, when I was starting out and buying sort of card blanks, How surprised I was to know that the envelope was that size and the card was slightly smaller.
Yeah, but not with these.
Not with these, they are true to size. We've got our beautiful A4 ones here, perfect for those home decor projects or those beautiful card stocks that you just can't bear to chop up. We have got that incredible A4 size.
All of those massive occasions
Yes.
where everyone wants to write in it.
Yeah.
These are perfect, aren't they?
Yeah, they are perfect for, like you say, cards that are going around a whole office.
Yeah.
You know, those sorry you're leaving, maybe those maternity cards, anything like that, they are perfect for that as well. Okay, we have also got, would it even be super savers without our foam pads,
It
guys?
would not.
You are going to need to stock up on these. If you've got your Blockbuster recently, you're going to need your card blanks, you're going to need your foam pads. We have got our large selection here, 16 sheets, half price at £8. They are wonderful for you. We have got our mixed pack here as well. You can just see those teeny tiny squares as well. If you're a fan of decollage, this is a great one to get because you can go from your largest to your smallest layers with absolute ease. Again, £8 for those. Our circles, these are so handy. Perfect for obviously circular toppers, where your square ones can just overhang and you have to snip it off and get your scissors all gunky. These are perfect because they can go right to the very edge because they are rounded. 1280, that's insane. 1280 foam pads, and then you can still use the sheet as well that you get left over.
Loads of space on those.
Isn't there just? And then we've got our fabulous foam pad strips, and these are a variety pack here, so you get the nice big chunky ones for your big toppers and everything else like that, and your sort of varying length one that go from these really nice little thin ones to the thicker ones at this end. Again, perfect for going around frames, popping your snowfall acetate behind, making your shakers, just adding to your Christmas crafting basket in general. Definitely want to stock up on your foam pads. They are a year-round essential, but I think when you've got a Christmas blockbuster and you've got loads of cards to make, they really are worth stocking up on. And then the final thing that we have for you is our beautiful, we thought this was so appropriate with our brush markers. It is our beautiful garden party collection. This is such a bargain. It is only $11.99. And
wow, that price.
Isn't it good? Isn't it amazing? $11.99. This should be $19.99. The artwork in here is absolutely stunning. You get those biscuits, those teacups, and you can just get lost in the therapeutic colouring that this provides. You get the bee there on its poppy, the gorgeous ladybug, and the beautiful butterfly. Again, you can colour that to be a lilac or a honeysuckle. Gorgeous sentiments throughout here. You've got beyond grateful, cute as a bug, and sending you butterfly kisses. And then we've got some stunning florals here, the dahlias, the daffodil, the hydrangea, and then you've got your hyacinth on there. So it's covering all of those seasons and really, really popular flowers. And then finally we have got this gorgeous in the garden one here with the wishing well, the little French bistro set, the greenhouse, the bird bath, all those gorgeous, gorgeous scenes from the outdoors that you can just be colouring in really, really simply and easily with your brush markers. Absolutely gorgeous. And then you get matching cardstock as well. But this is quite universal, so I could see this working with a few of those toppers.
The great thing about this collection is that everything can mix and match and coordinate with each other. And just like your regular topper sets at Hunky Dory, they're all die cut for you. So although it doesn't look like it, you just pop these out and colour them in. You don't have to be fussy cutting around these shapes or using your dies. Every little element is die cut for you, so you can craft with ease. I think they're perfect for people who love colouring. They're perfect to make sort of like just black and white cards.
Yeah, monochromatic.
And make like colour your own cards.
Yeah.
Because that would be really cool to sort of make the cards up, but then sell them as sort of like a project that the people can do themselves when they get these home.
Oh, 100%. Especially if you were making them as like a little notelet set, that'd be so, so nice. Gorgeous, gorgeous ones here as well. And especially for gifting, you know, if you're maybe wanting to gift those brush markers, they'd make an incredible gift, and this to go alongside it would just be the perfect accompaniment. You get loads in here as well. You get 12 of your foiled toppers and 12 of your foiled card blanks. Don't forget, guys, as well, even though these look quite plain because they're not been coloured, they are still foiled with that beautiful black foiling. So, so good. And again, it just gives you that wonderful base to pop your colours down on there. $11.99. Again, you could be getting your ink pads on here. If you're not a brush marker user, you could be using your alcohol pens if you want to. Whatever you like, you can add colour to this in any way you like. £11.99. And then once they've got a little bit of colour on, they really come to life, don't they? Again, just some gorgeous colour in here on these. We've got a range of styles, whether you want to keep these more simple or whether you want to spend a whole afternoon just getting lost in your colouring. There is something for absolutely everybody in this collection. You know, we've got loads of white space on here and just some simple colouring here, and then this one obviously is full of fun and colour.
Wow, that's incredible.
Isn't it just, with the 3 toppers on there, really dramatic. We've got some sepia shading on here. This one is by Kat. It's stunning, that, isn't it?
Beautiful.
Sepia, it just looks like a vintage photograph.
It does. It's so lovely how she sort of like coloured those edges in as well to give it a really lovely effect.
Yeah, it's so soft and delicate and just absolutely beautiful. So much that you can be doing with this kit. We've got a little pastel number here that Kat's mum Hazel actually did for us. She absolutely loves her colouring and was so happy to help out with this launch for us at the time. Absolutely gorgeous makes from the team here. But ready to show us what you can do with some of these super savers. We're going to go over to you, Natalie.
Let's do it. So we're going to work with our colouring toppers, and I've chosen the Dahlia from our piece, and I've actually cut out this panel here. This is just I think I've cut the whole strip out of it, so it's 2 1/4, and we're actually going to make our card to be 6 by 6, so I've cut the rest of that cardstock down to be able to do this. So like we said, your toppers just fall away from each other like they always will do when you get our kits home. And then we've picked the Thinking of You topper. I think we're going to stick with purples on this one, so I'm going to take my lightest purple, which is 92 from our pastel shades, and then I'm going to go in with this sort of really nice heathery colour, and I just want a super light blue as well, just to do the edgings with. We'll take this one just in case. Let's see where we get with this. So first of all, I'm going to take this like nice blue colour and just outline the inside of this square, because
softens that down so much.
It's just going to give you that really nice look there. Becca, I didn't get any blue roll. Do you mind passing me some from over there?
Yeah.
And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the darker shade, and I am just going to pop that shade all the way around the sort of centre points where the colour is going to sit the deepest on my flowers. So I'm just going to carry on doing that until I've covered all of them in. What I love about these pens is that you don't have to be an amazing colorist.
No, you don't.
You can get the most gorgeous watercolor effects from just sort of lightly adding color and then dragging that color across the rest of the flower, which is what we're going to achieve when we have finished this. So again, going in on all of those sort of center points.
There's so much love for these brush markers now. I'm going to read out some comments. Claire Alcock says, I was using my brush markers yesterday. Fine liner is so handy for fiddly tiny areas. Heather Porter says, have these brush markers and they are really good. Faye Beresford Green says she has 5 out of the 6 sets, used a few times, think they are great. So it's so nice to know that you guys love them as much as we do.
They are just a really handy, useful pen. I mean, you can get really sort of in-depth colouring if that's something you're wanting to achieve. So don't think that you can't achieve that with these, because you absolutely can. And they build up beautifully, and you can lie the colours on top as well. But what's great about them is that if you don't want to do that, you can just create the most gorgeous sort of washes by just as simply as I'm doing here, adding little squiggles and then pushing that colour out around all of those petals. And obviously if you want to go in and add more colour once this sort of piece is finished, then you absolutely can wait for it to dry. You can use your heat tool, you can go in a little bit more with more colour, but it gives you a gorgeous, effortless wash.
Absolutely, that's looking gorgeous already.
So just doing them all individually. I'm not going sort of all the way over because I want to keep that nice sort of obvious sort of line of colour coming from the centre of those petals. Let's just go in here a little bit because we've missed some of these corner pieces when we were colouring that in before. It's a gorgeous, delicate way of colouring in these toppers quite effortlessly, really.
I think so, yeah.
I mean, if you want to get your other pens out and really spend forever colouring those in, then you absolutely can do, and the results are going to be stunning. But if maybe you're wanting to create something really, really speedy, then this is the perfect way to achieve that. Let's just add all that colour in the centre there. We'll finish off
That's beautiful.
these flowers.
And it just looks so natural, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's the beauty of this as well. I think with flowers and foliage, you want to create that natural look when you're colouring them in, and this technique really allows you to do that. So we're just going to keep that the way it is, and then I'm going to drag out this blue just ever so slightly around the centre here, just to give me like a nice haze.
Yeah.
Instead of it being that really prominent line, just mixing that all the way around, pulling that colour out again into the centre. And your topper is pretty much finished there. We're going to just add, I'm going to add some colour to this border, and I'm not going to sort of dilute it this time. I'm going to keep it really quite vivid. So I'm going to go in on opposing corners with my really dark lilac shade that I used for those centerpieces. This is from your purples and pinks selection, and the colour is 86. So I'm just going to add that in there, and then I'm going to go in with that lighter shade and just bring those two colours together.
Oh, that's nice.
The beauty of these is because they are watercolour, they blend seamlessly together without the need of water.
Yeah.
So if you don't want to be using lots of water, then you can do that. These colouring toppers as well are perfect for these pens because they're printed onto our watercolour cardstock, so you get that gorgeous, effortless colouring effect here. So that's
so nice.
my topper ready to go. I think we're going to keep that one. Should we keep it white, or should we add another sort of purple shade? Because I can go even lighter with our purple shades. Or decisions here. Let's go in. I want to just darken these bits up, I think. So I'm just going to go into those corners again, just to really heighten that change of colour.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
So just adding that in again, and then let's just go all the way across with this because I want it to layer it up, so I want it to have quite a really vivid feel. So I'm going to do that, and then we're going to work on our background. And for our background, we're going to keep it quite simple, and we're going to use these colours that we've used here to colour it in to create a gorgeous ombre gradient on our pattern. So that is our panels all ready to go and our gorgeous image ready to go, and then we're going to go in with these colours, and I'm going to go in with this darker shade. I'm also going to go in for a darker colour too with the purple. I think that's a little bit light. I think that's the one I want. So I'm going to go in and just lightly pop this colour down, just not in any way keeping to anything in particular when I'm doing this. I'm going to bring that darker colour in a little bit more, I think. And we are going to sort of use our water brush, so don't worry about all of those sort of mishaps or those sort of obvious joins that we've got, because we're going to tidy those up. And this needs to be just a little bit longer. So if I go in with that one, and then I'll go back in with this purple and just bring that colour down a little bit more, and then we're going to go back in with that darker colour and just really bring that sort of mulberry tone in there. And then we're going to go in with our biggest pen from our brush markers, because this now is just going to allow you to sort of paint in all of those colours and keep mixing that ombre. So I'm going to work all the way down my sheet now, just bringing those colours to life. When you add water to these colours as well, they become a lot more vibrant.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So working all the way up and then just pushing that colour back up to the top, and then you can bring in some blue roll like I'm doing here, just to lightly tap those edges. And before we stick this down, I'm going to go in with my my heat gun, just to dry off.
Yeah, absolutely. Like normally I think if we were doing this project at home, you'd just leave it on the side.
Leave it to dry for a bit.
For the sake of the demo, we like it nice and speedy. Nadia said she loves your flower now it's been coloured. That's the thing, you can do it in any colour and it'll just bring it to life.
Absolutely, any colour you wish to choose really. It's completely up to you, isn't it? So
yeah.
Just drying it on the front and the back. You will get some sort of like curve to your paper, but it will flatten beautifully. That's the wonderful thing about this.
Yeah. It's like watercolour cardstock just has that amazing property where it just goes back once it's dry.
And if you want to go in and add more colour, because this has got a really nice sort of like watercolour look to it now, you absolutely can do. Once it's dry, you can go in and add as much or as little as you want to these projects. So let's cut this down so that it's the right size. We need it to be 6 by 6. So I'm just going to take that piece to there and then just trim a little bit off the top, so we've got a nice sort of mixture of those colours. I'm going to pop this onto here. Now this background is quite plain still, so let's grab some colours. You can pop this down on your messy mat, or you can use your other tools that you've got, and we're going to go in with our big brush, and I'm just going to pick up that colour and add
all of this technique,
little splats to the background.
Again, just another one of many techniques that you can be using with these brush markers.
And then just to bring in some more of that colour, we can just give the edges of our cardstock a nice sort of brush over with the rest of the ink. So we're not going fully into the colouring on there, we're just adding hints of that nice deeper tone, and then you can brush that out even further if you've got those harsher lines and you don't want them to be as prominent. So I just want it to look quite natural on that bit there. So that is our sort of watercolour edge sort of jazzed up a little bit.
Yeah.
So now we can just get to the fun bit of making up this card. I've still got my sentiment actually, so I might just add a bit of colour to those butterfly wings as well. So let's pop this onto here. That's going to fit on there like so.
That's nice.
We're going to crisscross these beautiful frames. So I'm going to pop that one there, that one on top. So let's just go in with super thin foam pad strips.
Absolutely, and don't forget guys, all your foam pads are on that amazing half price offer as well.
You're going to want to stock up on all the different designs that we've got.
I think so.
So let's trim this out now. I'm going to pop this side. I've only added one side of foam pads because we want that to sit quite nicely sort of on the edge of this card here, like so. And then with this piece, I'm gonna again add, let's go in with glue, just because it's going to be a little more easier to add glue onto that. So I'll use my purple glue stick, and while I'm doing that, I'm just going to add a little bit on the edge here. And it is our purple glue stick, and it goes on super vivid violet and then dries absolutely clear.
Completely
so it's a
clear.
Perfect addition to your crafting. So let's pop that on there.
Oh, Jackie Bradley has just said how long are the Super Saver deals on for. They end this Sunday on the 2nd of July. So do get stocking up.
And then we're going to go in with our foam pads now, and we are going to double up on this side here, and then just have a single one on this edge so that that sits really nicely.
That's gorgeous.
Just lift it up ever so slightly on there. That frame just needs to hold a little bit more on the edge there. I might take that out and pop it on top. Should we do that? That gives it a different look, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I'm going to use tape this time though, because the glue just doesn't seem to want to stick, and that's probably because it is a water-based pen that I've used, and so it takes a little bit longer to sort of dry on these sides. So bear that in mind, that if you using these, then to really give it a good blast on your heat gun to make sure that everything is super dry before you stick things on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's go in with the tape. That's going to help. Oops. I can't get the tape to come off now. This is the problem. Tape and glue, and now the tape won't come off.
Oh, yeah.
Here we are. One side, another side on there. Pop these edges all off. Ooh. There we go. That's come off now, so I can stick that on top of here like so, and then let's add our sentiment, which is thinking of you. That's just going to go up here, and I'm just going to edge my thinking of you with that gorgeous purple colour.
So much love for this card. Gemma Louise says beautiful card, Natalie. Susan Lamb says this is stunning.
And then we'll just go in with the colour onto the edges of my butterfly.
That's cute.
And then we're going to add those deeper colours to really make those butterflies sort of pop off there. And then I think foam pads is going to be the one for this. And let's pop it down here still. We'll just tuck it underneath on that little panel there. And they're going to be too big. Let's cut one of these down.
Yeah, Karen Butler says simple but stunning. This is it. You don't have to
You don't have
do
to
anything.
go crazy with these. You can make them so simple like this, and they are so, there's so many gorgeous sort of florals in here. You've got amazing designs that mean that you can make the most simple but beautiful colouring elements with absolute ease. I mean, that's not taken very long at all, really, when we've got into that.
Absolutely, and considering you've coloured it from start to finish as well.
Every sort of element of the card also.
Yeah, absolutely. It doesn't take as long as you think to whip these into absolute shape. Look at that, guys. Beautiful, beautiful card. So simple, and all used with our fabulous Prism brush markers that are on that incredible offer as well. Gorgeous card, Nat. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Okay, part 2 of our show. Oh my goodness, we have got a cracker. Where has this beauty been hiding? This is our Ombre Snowflakes A5 paper pad. This is brand new, guys.
Brand new.
We have launched this specially for our Super Savers guys, because we know that you tune in every month and you always stock up on your foam pads and your glue and everything else that you need, and we wanted to add in something fun, didn't we? Something really cool and something perfect for the Christmas crafting season.
Yeah.
And can we just talk about as well how much of a bargain it is?
It's crazy.
£10.99 for a 48 sheet A5 paper pad with 12 different single-sided designs. Right, I'm going to open this up so that you guys can see this, because this is the first ever showing of this. Look at this gorgeous paper pad. It is matte finish as well, so if you want to add any of your extra mixed media products, you absolutely can do. 48 sheets in here, absolutely gorgeous. And we think it doesn't actually say the GSM. Are we thinking this is 100 and
let me feel it. I reckon it's around 140.
But look at these stunning designs that you're getting. You're getting large, gorgeous, beautiful snowflakes in here. A range of different designs. Look at that navy going into that black. Absolutely beautiful. And then we come into this, I mean, how stunning is that? That black and grey swirly flourish on here is delightful. You're getting some beautiful big sort of patterns on here as well, going, just radiating down that pad. Absolutely stunning. We love our snowflakes. Again, if you picked up your Merry Christmas yesterday, this is going to be working perfectly with that. You know, you could put some die cut snowflakes on here. Use your perfect verses as well. There's loads of snowy ones in there. And then we go on to our soft greens. Absolutely stunning frosty feel pastels in here. And moving on, again, we've got a gorgeous dotty flourish design. Just look at that.
I love how all the pages are so different.
I do. There's a different design on every single page. This one is great for those girly Christmas cards, perhaps for the granddaughters and the nieces. Winter birthdays as well, especially female winter birthdays. That is going to look absolutely beautiful. Carol Rooney says this is a stunning pad. Absolutely, and it is a bargain price. We've got those really nice cozy gingerbread colours as well. This would go so great with the little book of Christmas that we've launched.
Absolutely.
So again, you could be pairing this up with your blockbuster. Again, we've got this stunning one with those really prominent big spiky snowflakes on there. Absolutely gorgeous. So many different unique designs. Again, we get those rainbow of colours in there. Faith Berry says these would be great to use with your iris folding.
Oh yes, of course they would.
Absolutely.
If you've got any of those Christmas iris foldings, which we still have available on the website.
We do indeed, and we've even got the snowflake one as well that you can use alongside this one. Again, and we've got some more ditzy ones here, those little ditzy frosty snowflakes in those beautiful sort of sunbeam colours there for you, and that is the end of your pad. Gorgeous designs throughout here. You are going to want to, it's just a bargain. The price, if nothing else, you are going to so find a use for this in your stash. Handy pad for all of your Christmas crafting, and you can pair it with absolutely anything that you could have in your stash. Oh my goodness, you need this pad. This is really good, guys. Oh my goodness, your large Moonstone nesting dies are on 40%. I'm almost whispering it's that good. I feel like it's a secret that this is that good. 40% on dies that, oh my goodness, my nesting dies come out every day.
Every single day.
Every single day. You can be making frames, you can be making apertures, you could be making mats and layers, you could be chopping into these, you could be making objects from these. Absolutely beautiful. We've got a range of our nesting dies here. We've got torn edge, stitched edge, scalloped edge, straight edge, absolutely every shape and size that you could imagine. Just look at the size of these dies as well. Again, matted and layered to absolute perfection for you, so that all the hard work is just done and dusted. We've got these gorgeous ovals as well for you. Absolutely so handy. And whether you're cutting into these as an aperture or using them as mats and layers or die cut shapes, you are going to get that stitching inside and out, which is so great. We've got fancy labels here, we've got vintage labels, so perfect for your tags and your present making that you're going to be doing this Christmas season as well. You've got the beautiful pyramage invitage effect there, absolutely stunning with that little book image. We've got the hexagons that we can be making, those honeycomb backgrounds. I mean, just look at how simple and beautiful that card is on the front. Our love hearts for all of those romantic occasions. gorgeous, and again nested perfectly for those wedding cards, those anniversary cards, Valentine's. So handy. Just top up the ones that you don't have. Our $14.99 nesting dies are only less than a tenner, well less than a tenner. Isn't it just? She's so
£8.99.
Exactly. And so this one, for example, this one has 11.
It's there's so much metal in that.
Isn't there? I don't even understand how we can do this. This is incredible. We've got, again, more tags. So handy for your presents and box making. We've got the rounded corner rectangles. Again, what a gorgeous make on the front of there. Fishtail banners for easy bunting, banners, backgrounds. Again, present tags. So useful, guys. I love these. Again, what else have we got in here? There's the inverted corner squares, beautiful card model on there. And again, we have got that really fancy long decorative label. And again, we've got this one, the rounded corner square. Look at that shaped card blank that you could be making, guys. Obviously, you can put these on any of your card blanks to make them a totally different shape. Wonderful idea. So they are £8.99. And like I say, the large ones are now £11.99. So whichever one you're going to be getting, you are going to save so much money on those. 40% off on those. That is incredible. We have also got our finger lift tape bundle. We were talking about this yesterday, how much tape we go through. This would last me about 2 weeks, maybe 3 at a push.
Yeah, it's crazy the amount of tape we go through. So
it is worth stocking up. I think we're all going to be stocking up on this incredible Super Saver bundle. 10 rolls in here. Finger lift tape, so you get that really nice, easy to use mechanism there where your backing is a lot bigger than the tape, so it just lifts up so easily. It's really satisfying to lift up the backing on this
when
as well, isn't it?
When it just comes away.
Just peels straight off. One swoop. Absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely amazing tape bundle here for you. 10 rolls, $8.75. Can we just talk about that? Should be $17.50, and we're selling it for $8.75. That's a 50% off, and it's 87 pence a roll. Crazy.
It should be illegal.
So should this. I'm sorry. Construction glue, $9.99. Oh my goodness. This is where, like I say, if you have got your Blockbuster, be getting these in your bag as well, because you are going to need it. 6 bottles of our 60ml favourite, beloved construction glue. We know people that can't live without this. And it's £9.99 for 6 bottles. That is going to last you ages and ages. I'd be buying 2 boxes, I swear. And then the final thing that we've got for you, again, another essential for all of those cards that you're going to make. Oh my goodness, I can just about lift it. Our Miri Card Mega Buy. So this is just for the gold, yeah?
You can buy it 3 separately or all of them together.
Oh. So separately it's £17.99. So we've got the gold there for you, 80 sheets, and again you're going to be chopping this into this. We've got the silver as well, as stunning. Just look how reflective that is. It's beautiful. And then we have our 80 sheets for £17.99. 22p a sheet.
It's crazy, isn't it?
And
this next deal is even better.
This next deal is crazy. So if you want all of this beautiful, high quality Miri card, just look at that. 240 sheets for £49.97. That works out at 20 pence per sheet of the finest quality Miri, guys.
It's crazy how reflective this is.
You know it, you love it, you absolutely can't get enough of this Miri. We are exactly the same. 200.
It's madness.
It's incredible. Natalie, we're gonna have to come after. I need to sit down.
Okay, so we're gonna use the diamond nesting dies actually.
Yeah.
And we are going to do a card very similar to the card on the front of the packaging with that incredible look. Now, I'm going to use one of our trimming insert pads. We have these available in the silver colour, and I think silver works so nicely with snowflakes. We're actually going to put this on the front of our cards. So I've got an A5 card blank, and I've then got a matte and layer, which is 1/4 of an inch shorter. So I want to now go to 2 notches below that.
Yeah.
So I can create this look with my sentiment sort of on the edge, because we're going to decorate this one side, so we want it to be on that other side of there. So this needs to then go to below that, so I'm just going to trim it there. That Merry Little Christmas is going to sit a little bit higher up my card now. So that is going to give us sort of the basis for our card. So let's stick that together really quickly.
I love it cut that way with it just on the edge.
It's quite cool, isn't it?
Yeah,
I mean,
so
the
different.
beautiful thing about our trimming insert pads is that you have all the handy guides in there for sort of cutting these out for the different size cards you're making. You can also cut them out and then mat and layer these onto sort of mirri and make them into sort of like sentiments or toppers. But I think this is because you can obviously use this in so many different ways. I think this is one way that we don't really think about using it as like a full sort of background. I nearly stuck that to that page there. So this is going to fit on here, and that's going to give us a nice crisp white edge as well. So stick that down, and then we'll go in with that trim me insert pad. So just adding in our tape so we can make sure that is nice and secure on there. So I'm just going to peel off the tape on this way and then on that way, and then we're going to pop this on to here. Oh, it's a little bit short on the top there, but it'll work. So we've got our sort of mat and layer now ready to go. So I've chosen these two designs from our paper pad because I think they're really cool. And then I'm just going to line them up together, and I'm just going to trim it in half like so. And then we're going to fold those together. So we've kind of got 4 colours now instead of those 2 sheets because it is a nice ombre on there. And let's bring in our Gemini.
Gorgeous.
And I know that we're going to be able to cut through all of these sheets on here.
Yeah.
So let's pop this through. So we've got 4 sheets of 140 GSM. And let's really put this Gemini to the test. I mean, I know it's going to just
I think it's going to do
away.
it. Yeah, 100%.
There's going to be no problem with that. We'll just wait for that to come out and lift that up. Look at that. It's stuck to the other side. It's still, it's cut them all out beautifully. You could probably put even more sheets of that in there now. So we've got 4 different designs there. I really sillily popped that in the center because I could definitely get more out of here. So let's do another lot and we'll see how many we are going to do with this. So I'm still going to do something a little bit fancy with these. I'm not going to do it exactly as the card on the front of your packaging. That is another set there. Let's go in for a 3rd round. We might get a 4th on, but I'm not too sure about that. So let's stick that piece on there. Lie that one down so that we know it's going to sit, and then we'll give it another run through.
Everyone loving the adhesives as well, stocking up.
Such a good addition.
Absolutely. You know, if you are going to be making 30, 40, 50 odd cards for Christmas, you're going to need it. Anne Richards says she needs loads of tape. Claire Alcock says I've ordered lots. Crazy prices on adhesives.
So you can cut these out as many times as you wish. I've done it 3 times, so I've got a nice mixture of those. So let's just organise them out into their colours. So there's your purple, green, pink, blue, green, purple and pink on there. And then what I'm going to do is with 2 of the colours, I'm just going to line these up on my trimmer and I'm going to cut them in half. So I've got those designs there in the purple, and I'm also going to do it with the green. Let's line that up on there, and then we can trim that across. So then you've got your halves and you've got your triangles. So we can then lay these triangles out that we do have and we can mix these back on.
Oh, I love this.
To make really fun different designs. So just mixing up all of your colorways, you can create these really fun patterns. So I'm going to pop that one on there as well. And then what should we do on this one? We've got a purple. Let's do another one like that, and we'll do another green and blue. And then you can just use your glue, obviously, to stick these back together. So keeping like one whole one is really helpful because it allows you to know exactly where you want to stick all of your bits and pieces to, and then you can just lie that on. You can obviously cut out one of each design, so then you can make up lots more different combinations of colour.
Yeah, 100%.
Because obviously we've missed out that blue and that pink, so we could have mixed those two together. There's just lots and lots of cool ways you can do it, and obviously we've got all of those little triangles, so we can still use those pieces as well. This is just going to add that next level to your card making, because you've created those nice geometric shapes with the mix of your dies. It's such a fun technique to do as well.
Oh, definitely, 100%.
So purple glue stick again, just going over on these, and then we are going to start sticking these onto the front of our card, and I think I'm going to use a mixture of glue and foam pads just to give me a nice bit of depth. So where are those squares that I had before? Because they're going to be perfect.
I love
Try
this.
these rectangles.
Yeah, they will work. I love this comment off Catherine Brooks, who says, I was being so good, loads of like ... And now I'm seriously wavering over all the adhesive. The deals are too good. Exactly, and it's not like something you're never going to use.
No, you're going to use these all of the
all
time.
the time.
So let's layer these up now.
Oh, they look gorgeous.
Trying to create that nice pattern within here. And I did the silly thing of sticking this all down first.
Yeah,
because I was just getting ahead of myself, and I thought, no, you know, it'll be absolutely fine. I can make this work. I still probably can.
I think so.
will do a little bit of, let's put that one up there because that one matches with that one. We can then have, let's go for a greeny tealy up here.
That's
That
pretty.
should fit there. And then that I can pop on that side, and then we can pop another green on here. So while I've got it like lined up like this, now I can just sort of mark on here
where you need to cut.
Where I'm going to cut these pieces to, because I've already sort of stuck, that one can go quite centrally. I've already stuck these on my mats and layers together, so give myself some work to do, but that's okay. We can trim that across there.
Yeah, that looks great.
Trim that centrally along that piece, and then we can stick that one that we want to add on. So you've got that nice mix of colour, and there's so many different designs in this pad as well that you could create this card with loads of the different patterns that we've got in that collection. But geometrics is such a fun style of card to work on. It's something that I love getting my hands into, because it can, there's so many different ways in which your cards can turn out when you start making pieces like this.
Yeah,
so
definitely. And they all look so different as well, depending on, like you say, where you cut them, what combinations you make.
So I'm just going to now again use a mixture of my glue. So I'm going to stick the ones down, but I definitely want to stick down with glue, so that would be that one here. I'm going to stick this one down with glue as well.
Shelley has ordered these diamond dies.
Well, they are. You will not be disappointed.
Absolutely not. You could be making cards just like this, and you could be using so many different things. If you're treating yourself to this amazing $2.99 paper pad, or you know, you've got little bits of scraps from last year to use up, this is just so quick and easy as well, isn't it?
So quick and easy to do. It is a massive. It is so fun. I'm just going to see if I can move this down, because what I've done is
Susan says, great demos as usual, loving the show. We're talking about being good as well. Susan Lamb says, I'm not even trying not to buy. There's just so many beautiful. Just give up. That's it.
Yeah.
I have. We all have. I know that feeling so well.
You can try your hardest, but sometimes it just does not work. I'm just going to take that one off a little bit because I've got too much.
Are you squidging them in a bit, Nat?
Sort of. I just have a little bit too much space, and it's just I don't know what's happened, but we'll figure it out. So that is going to go there, isn't it? That piece there. No, I've put that the wrong way around now. Put that bit down the other way. This is the only bit that can get a little bit troublesome, is making sure that you're putting all the bits back in the right places. So it is handy to have them like here, kind of stuck down, so that you can see your spacings and you can work out your gaps.
Absolutely. I'm really embarrassed to admit that I have to take a photograph when I do these kind of layouts on my phone.
Well,
And
it's
then
probably the best option, because then you know exactly where you're going to put stuff and where things need to be added back in. So I'm going to add that one there. That one, I think I was right, because that's going to go a little bit more up here, isn't it? I think it's this piece that's troublesome.
Yeah, it's quite close to your
It's close to
bottom
this one as well. I don't think I can pull this off now. That's been sat there a bit. Can I get it? See, there's always room for improvement in your crafting. We can always make things work. So just bring that one down ever so slightly. There we go. So this one's going to go on with a foam pad. I'm a bit happier with that now.
That's really nice.
That's going to fit on here, giving you that nice edge of space. And then let's place these back in where we want them to go. So I'm going to mix. That one's there, that one's there. This one was going to fit in, or maybe that one was there, because this, yeah, that can just fit on the edge there. This is the hardest bit, is trying to get all your pieces right. And then let's sort that top bit out. So we'll just stick these in now. We're just going with it.
I think it looks beautiful. Those colours work so well. You've got the sort of soft pastels, and then the kind of like really vivid purple in there as well. It's rich, isn't it?
Of colour. So let's pop this piece on now. That's going to fit there. There's no right or wrong way of doing this either. It is literally just sort of like trial and error on where you want your pieces to go, how many pieces you want to include, because there's lots and lots of elements you can add in here. Let's pop this. No, I want to have that there. I think that bit might just need to be added with something else. So let's stick that bit on there. And then what I can do is I can glue another piece together.
Oh yeah, that looks cool.
Because I think I just need to extend this panel a bit more. So if I add that onto there, and we can just trim. Why have I put this the wrong way around? Right, let's see. Try again. That's gonna go there. That piece isn't coming off. So
yeah, I think you're stuck with that one.
We need to. Can we leave it?
I would say so, Nat. I think it looks gorgeous like that.
It's going to be too troublesome, isn't it? I think if I could, I would have popped a little other piece there.
Okay, yeah, I see.
Let's just do it. We'll go in with this flat piece, because this is a fresh square that hasn't been trimmed, so that's going to. And we'll just overlap that ever so slightly in the corner, but no one will know.
No one will know. It's going to upset you if
Only
you don't put that last. I was going to say.
I'm going to know, but yeah, it would massively upset me. And then let's go with pearl gemstones this time.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to go with like these grey The silver ones actually.
Yeah, nice.
It's a really nice silver and gold one. So I'm going to add in a few just around my sentiment.
Yeah, just like a little scatter.
Just a little embellishment. So we're going to go for 2 on there, and then let's add 3 up here. We're going to go in with our big one, medium one, and then let's go in for that largest one as well. So there you go, have yourself a merry little Christmas. You've got that gorgeous sort of quilting effect with
lovely.
the designs that we've done as well, and using your trimmy insert pads on the front of your cards can give it such a fun look.
I think
out okay in the end.
That card is absolutely gorgeous now. I love it, and with how cheap that paper pad is, you could batch make that, and I bet they cost absolutely nothing. I bet you could do that card for less than £1.
Probably.
By the time you've just used all your materials. What a fantastic card. Thank you so much.
You're
Nat.
welcome.
And loads of everyone really enjoys the thought process. They love it when we work stuff out live. Really get into our crafting, don't we? Okay, we're going to repeat that Win It Weekly before the final part of our show. So it is for this ultimate collection of dies. 2 lucky winners. We want to know which of these items currently holds the biggest Guinness World Record for its size. Is it A, carrot, B, mince pie, or C, Santa hat? So much love for that card now, honestly. We love it. If you want to take a look at any of our demos, they will be available after the show on Facebook, YouTube, and the Hunky Dory Hub. Okay, we have got some super savers, perfect for our stamp lovers here. We've got an incredible collection of stamps for you here. This is the Holly Jolly Dash and Dots alphabet stamp. It's very cute. Look how fun it is. It's got that gorgeous lowercase thick typography on there with those sort of little, like you say, the dash and dots, they sort of look like little strings of lights or little holly berries. But I also think it's universal enough to use all year round, this one. It is an absolute cracker. So you've got the full 45 stamps here. You've got all the full alphabet from A to Z. And then you've got your numbers. So you could be having the 25th of December, you could be doing an advent calendar countdown with this, whatever you want to. And then you also get the ampersand, the punctuation, and your ordinal. So you can get even more out of this stamp set. Again, this one would be a lovely one for Mr. and Mrs. first. Oh, it's your first Christmas as Mr. and Mrs.
It will be.
It will be. 100%. You could do this with some names, some, again, a winter wedding date would look gorgeous, especially if it was heat embossed in like gold and silver.
That would look good.
Wouldn't it look gorgeous? Again, baby's first Christmas with their name on it. So many projects that you could be, and I'm sorry, it's £6 as well. £6 for a stamp set that you're going to get year after year use out of. That is incredible. 45 stamps in total, and you're going to save 40% on that. And look at the size of it. It's so good. It's a full A5 stamp set there for you. And then, oh my goodness, these are lovely. These are gorgeous. These are our stained glass Christmas stamps. Now, we've had some sell out since we launched these last year.
Have we?
Not today, since last year.
Because
we had
because we had the reindeer. That was such a good one.
And we had the words as well. But we still have these left, and they are half price. We have got the icy penguin there with that stunning ice aurora borealis northern light scene. Let me turn it over so you can see it.
One.
Isn't it gorgeous? And it's a really nice long and slim stamp, that really, really gorgeous. Again, you could be decoupaging this, fussy cutting these bits out, using your diamond sparkle card to paper piece. It is fabulous. What else have we got? We've got another slimline design with that snowy town there for you. Again, absolutely gorgeous. You could be colouring these with your brush markers that you're picking up. Do not forget they are on that incredible offer of 50% off. You could definitely colour those beautifully with that. Again, all those little Christmas cottages, aren't they so sweet? I love that. And again, all that geometric design on there for you. And we have our stained glass Christmas one, Frosty Snowflake. Now this is really handy because it's 2 in 1. You get this beautiful rectangular panel with those triangular shapes there, and then the full gorgeous round frosty snowflake stamp. Now this is obviously been coloured in blues to give that gorgeous look of a snowflake, but honestly I think this could be anything. This could be a Christmas rose. I actually see a poinsettia in here coloured in with the reds and greens.
Yeah, that's quite nice, isn't it?
Isn't it gorgeous? You could obviously again decoupage all those petals or those snowflakes up. And again, it is only £4. The final thing that I've got to show you before we go over is, I mean, oh my goodness, this is another stock up now, guys. It is our Ink Me card stock.
Look at that price.
Look at that price. Again, I think this is another thing that I go through a pack a week of.
So good.
So good. Super smooth, professional, uncoated finish. Perfect for your stamps to go on, your inks, your brush markers. You can make your card bases and your fancy folds out of this. It is 300 GSM, so it's a beautiful weight for your card, and it is just incredible. Again, I use this every single day for my cards because it is just the best quality, and it is $5.99, saving 30. Like, we don't need to discount these items. They are so well loved. They are so popular. We don't need to discount them, but we do. Every end of the month we have incredible Super Savers offers so that you can top up all of your essentials in your stash that you use time and time again, whether that is your Ink Me, your tape, your foam pad, your glue, your mirror. You know, there's something for everyone, and you can save some real money during our Super Savers promotion. But I am out of things to show you. I have shown you every product that we have on our Super Savers, so all that is left to do is get our third and final demo from Natalie.
Okay, we're going to use our stamps.
Yep.
I have done a little bit of preparing, so I've got my watercolour card. I've cut it to 8 1/4 by 8 1/4, and then I've scored it at 4 and 1.
Okay.
And then we're going to bring our stamp in. We're going to pop this stamp towards the top half of our card blank, so we've got a nice space here. This is going to the size that this is going to turn out to be is going to be a DL, so these are perfect to work on DL cards. So if you've already got DL Ink Me card blanks, then just stamp these straight onto here. I'm going to use my press just to pick this up, and we are going to be heat embossing this stamp on, so I'm going to use my anti-static bag, just pop that all the way on, and then I've got my Versamark. Becca, would you mind going to get me some white glitter? I think there's a tub on my desk.
Okay.
There's a tub of lots of tubs on my desk if you just want to bring that in.
Okay.
But the white glitter is what I'm feeling for this card. So I'm heat embossing this because it's going to give you that nice stained glass look. You're going to get that thicker edge to your stamped image, so just making sure you've got loads and loads of ink on here, and mine's a little bit messy because I didn't clean my stamp, so I should definitely be able to see if this hits the spot when we pop this down. If it doesn't, we're using our stamping press, so it absolutely doesn't matter at all. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And we are just gonna pop this on here like so. So I'm just gonna go all the way down.
Amazing. Viv Williams has asked for the link for the Ink Me. I'm sure the team will put it in. If you want the code, it's stamp 120.
Just going to go in a bit more because that top corner has just missed it off, and I can see it because, like I said, my ink pad is a little bit dirty, which is actually kind of helpful.
You can see it more.
I wouldn't say do it because you can't obviously use a clear ink pad and then get that gorgeous clear look, but if you're going to use your coloured embossing ink, I mean, for this card I could actually use my black because I'm going to heat emboss in black.
Yeah,
so
that's
black
it.
VersaFine would work really nicely as well. Right, just getting in this area, and this is the beauty of having this press.
Yeah, absolutely.
I can get in all of those little spaces and make sure that this is looking amazing. So now let's just peel this off, and a really sneaky little tip is once you've got your tape off, just edge with your anti-static bag.
Oh yeah,
because that sticky will stay on there if not. So I've got that ready to go. Let's get a piece of cardstock that we can use while we pop this on. I'm just going straight in with our jet black embossing powder. I love using coloured embossing powder at the moment, and I think it gives you such a fun effect, especially it reminds me of sort of like flock vinyl when it has that nice fluffy edge to it. It's so fun. So just going over any bits that you think will need going over, and then of course this bit is going to be a bit troublesome because of where my tape was, so you can just tap that off. You can use your little mini dauber to get those pieces off, but just making sure that you're happy with that. Let's tidy this up. And then we'll bring in our heat tool. I'm just gonna, again,
oh, I'm so excited for this.
Just before we go into this, I'm just gonna use this just to, oh no, I've brushed the wrong thing. It's okay, we can go back in. Now it's gonna probably go over that edge. There we go. Any sort of bits and pieces that you've got that you don't want, just use your little mini, teeny tiny daubers, and you're going to be able to brush off that powder so it doesn't stick on there. And then when you're happy, then you get your heat gun out. Look at this already. I mean, oh, you don't even have to colour this in.
It's beautiful.
But this is going to cure and give you that really nice shiny black edge that we know and love from stained glass windows. So just making sure I'm going up and down in these sections. It looks so good already. I want to make sure I've got everything. Are we nearly done? I think so. That top corner has just gone a little bit funny, which is a bit annoying, but it's okay. So we are going to do some colouring, and then we're going to add some fun glitter in. Becca, is there any more white glitter? Because this one is very, there's not that much in it. So we've got white glitter, we're going to use our glue, but let's colour this in first of all. So my pastels are going to be perfect for this, because I'm going to be able to get that really nice coverage on here. Again, we're going to do a little bit of just placing the colour down and then moving it out to give you that really nice effect. So just popping this down on here, and then thank you. Sorry, I should have just said, please could you bring me white glitter?
Don't worry.
There's definitely enough.
Not enough. Was there not enough in that first bit?
No, we're going to go a little bit crazy with this. So no, there wasn't that much in here. Let's just, where's my blue roll? Here it is. So let's just pull that colour out a little bit, and then I think I'll go in. Let's see if we've got that super light shade. I'll be able to drag. Oh no, that's a little bit darker, that one. That wasn't what I was going for here. I'll go, I think that brush is a little bit too thin. So let's try with this one. There we go. Just needs a little bit more time, but it's working. So a nice light edge on here with that, and then I'm going to bring this down. I still want that harsh line, so I'm trying to, even though I'm pulling that colour down a little bit more, I am still trying to keep that nice edge on there, because it is going to give you that nice sort of look of the sun sort of moving down. So we've got that piece on there. Let's go in with a nice grey now for this mountain. So let's just run that grey colour down. Look at how this colour sits on here. The rest of my colouring, I'm not going to do that much watercolouring on. I am just going to keep this nice and sort of nice and sort of lined on here. So we're just going to build up the colours. So I've got my mountain done. My moon obviously is going to be a gorgeous yellow colour, so let's add that in.
Oh, now this is looking
Gonna
so
go in
nice.
with a super light green first of all on all of my trees. Anywhere where it looks like there's snow, we're going to add those in with our glitter in a moment. So just going over these elements here like that.
You can definitely tell it's Christmas at the minute because we're just obsessed with glitter at the minute.
I know, anytime you can put glitter on a card. Oh, my hair. This is a sign you need to get your hair cut. Massive sign that we need to do that. So adding in little flicks of shading on our trees, and you can bring that colour out again. You can mix these two, you can mix the colours together, so if you want to break up the sort of area that we've got on there, you absolutely can do.
That shading is so good.
It's cool, isn't it? And we're not really doing much with it. So what do we need to do next? We need to add our little smoke. Let's add a little bit of grey on these areas just to add that bit in. What colour should we do the houses? I feel like we should do them one colour.
Yeah, okay.
But what colour should we do? Should we go for red?
Yeah, I was thinking that, like red, sort of like candy cane-esque houses.
Let's go for red.
That would be really cute.
Reds in here. And let's do royal blue doors. Where is my blue? Here we go. So we'll do the doors first just because they're easier, because they're smaller. And we're going to keep our yellows about. Oh, I've just done the wrong thing there. Because I am going to go just deepen the colour on there.
That's gorgeous.
And then where's that yellow gone? I'm going to go in and do our windows in yellow so it actually looks like someone's in them.
Oh, yeah, and they've got the lights on.
And then if you want to give that like a nice glowy look, going in with like a nice peachy orange.
Yeah, that looks stunning.
Just gives it that sort of warmth from the house. So red houses, I'm going to go in with my colour.
Oh, that looks so cute.
Here. We're just going to colour the whole things in. We're not going to do anything too fancy. I'm going to keep the roofs like they are for now.
Oh, they look so cute. This makes me want to get my brush markers out again.
And it's so handy to do this if you do obviously are worrying about sort of like colouring in the lines, then using your embossing powder gives you that little lip.
Yeah, it does.
So it's actually really handy. You can sort of colour over it like I am doing, but if you wanted to sort of mix and match your colours here to make your houses sort of like striped, then you absolutely can do that. So a little bit more colour around here. So you can watercolour them like we did before. You can create gorgeous effects by just colouring onto them. You can mix and match your colours. So I'm going to give these houses a little bit more dimension when I've just finished colouring this in here. So just tidying up those edges, and then I'm going to go in with my deeper red, and I'm just gonna on those sides just bring in that colour as you would if you were using your alcohol markers, really.
Yeah, exactly the same.
But just bringing in that depth on our house, so you get that nice definition in your colouring as well, and it gives it that sort of extra special feel without you really trying too hard at all.
Yeah, that's it. They're just effortless, aren't they?
So layering that up, I want a nice chocolatey brown. So let's get our greens and browns. This one we're going to go with, and I'm just going to do underneath my houses and the little chimneys.
Ah.
These are great pens to use with kids as well, because they're water based, so they're easy to sort of clean up any mistakes or any ink that gets all over hands. There's going to be no issues with that. I'm going to carry on and just go around my frame in this red as well.
Oh yeah, that looks really pretty.
And again, it's just going to bring everything together, really, keeping that frame. And you get that nice design around the outside too. So if you want to add different colours in, you can do. I might do that actually, because my blue will fit really nicely on top of that red. So just running that along there. And then what I'm going to do is, where's that grey I had? That was a really nice grey from our pastels. I'm just going to add a touch of grey, like I did with the green, to like these snowy elements.
Okay, yeah.
Because the way we're going to stick our glue down, the way we're going to stick our glitter down, you will sort of see underneath it once it dries. So just adding that dimension again in here is going to be really, really handy. So just popping that on. Look how cute this little town
that looks
now.
so pretty.
Isn't it adorable? And then I'm going to get my messy mat out, because this bit, disclaimer, is going to get messy.
Yeah.
So I'm going to pop this on here, grab my
so
white messy mat, and instead of going in with like glue and then adding glitter, I'm going to make it really, really helpful. I'm going to actually make
add the glitter to
a
the
little gluey solution. Well, let's go crazy and add that one. I think that should be enough. And then we'll just get those little daubers that we had and just mix all this glitter in here.
That actually
It's going to give you like a pasty texture.
really satisfying.
So keep going, add that glitter in as much as you can onto there. And then you can just use this with your little dauber and just sort of place it on these pieces that you want to have your glue on. It's going to take a while to dry, so if you're going to leave this for some time, because it's obviously super thick, this glue we're adding on here, don't worry about that. You can just leave that along. If you get any glue where you don't want it, like all over your card,
I was just
well done, Natalie. You can use a clean dauber just to go back along the outside edges, and bring back in those black lines.
Oh yeah, of course.
Because you can see that's going to give you a lot of definition. So I'm going to do my trees. Oh, I've used the wrong one again now. I'm going to do the trees on here, and then we're going to do the bottom bit. We're just going to go over that really and add that in. But this is going to just allow your glitter to go on a little bit more thicker, as if you were using sort of like a glittery glue gel.
Yeah.
Just to decorate up these pieces. I have to use the back of that now. But it is going to fit really nicely in here, and obviously because you've got those grooves from your embossing powder, it's going to make that fit really good too. So let's just finish off our trees.
This is absolutely beautiful.
And this is why these little daubers are an excellent addition to your craft stash, because you know you can use them in this way and just add touches of glitter where you want it to be on your projects, and give you that nice sort of, when it's dried, obviously it will dry sort of like a clear colour, so it's going to just sparkle and shine, but you've got that sort of like snowy definition in there as well. So then let's use the rest of it on our sort of snow here on the bottom. I'm just going to try and do like a thinner layer with this one, so just sort of drag it into place and then just brush that across. And you can do this on any other elements you want to as well, but we're just going to do it across here.
Of course, it's just such a great fun technique. I don't even think I realised you could even do this.
Oh yeah, you can definitely sort of, it just allows it to give it more texture to the glitter. So keeping that on there. One more to do on here. Let's add that across there. And then let's just go along the edges of our houses as well, because we don't want to miss those out with the fun of the glitter, because essentially that's going to be where the snow lies as well.
Absolutely.
So we'll just do the very bottom bits of those houses on there, and then we're just going to finish it off by adding a little bit of ribbon. We're not going to add a sentiment, but ribbon will do the job to finish this one off. And I've got some black ribbon, or I did have some black ribbon.
You did have some, I saw you have that. It's
Here.
under there, yeah.
So I'm just going to line this up with my cardstock.
Oh, Natalie, this is a stunning card.
And then we can place this across the bottom here. We can just trim these edges off, or if you want to, you can wrap it around the whole front and back of your card. And then a little bow, just to finish it off, and we're done. They are an exceptional pen to colour with, and something you should definitely, if you don't already have them, add them to your basket. So
Yeah.
don't take our word for it. There's so many comments
There's been
and
loads.
messages about how awesome these pens are, and that's the best thing, isn't it, about crafting and the crafting communities.
Yeah.
That you don't have to take it from us. There's real people out there, not that we're not real people,
Yeah, but
real people that have used these and absolutely love them.
and
So
yeah,
here is your gorgeous card.
that is a show.
I have got, look at all these pens.
All your packs of pens. It is stunning. It is absolutely stunning. Just look at that glitter and that shine off the emboss. Oh my goodness, that is beautiful.
It's cute, isn't it?
Oh my goodness.
Such a fun look.
It is really, really beautiful. Okay. It's time to say goodbye, guys. We have definitely kept you longer than we should, but it is so worth it to get all of those stunning demos in. Okay, so we're going to say goodbye. Just a few things to leave you with. The TV schedule. How excited are you for the telly today?
Oh, it's going to be good.
It's going to be amazing. Anne-Marie is there at 1 and 7 p.m. for the incredible new launch of our Gnome for Christmas collection. Do not miss that. And then she is giving us more techniques with these fabulous back in stock Prism brush markers.
She is.
Yeah, so if you want to see more demos, head over to Hobby Maker today. Her shows are 1, 4 and 7. Next up on Hunky Dory TV with us tomorrow, Natalie and Kat will be with you for that show, and the Hunky Dory Gnomes are heading here. We cannot wait, so we will see you same time, same place tomorrow. Have a lovely rest of your day.